My portion of the exhibit is this portion, which kind of focuses on the contributions that the native people made to the founding of the city of Chicago. How that, you know, that the routes, that the trade routes they established, the portages they established, the agriculture, even the water routes that they established are what our city is actually founded on today. I like to focus on the native women. When the Europeans came here, the fur traders in the 1600s, the French fur traders were the first. There was a lot of intermarriage. And the reason being, without those native women, the fur traders wouldn't have been the success that they were, as DuSable never would have been have any success at all if he had not been married to Kitty Howah, who was a Potawatomi woman. You know, they were the go-betweens between the tribes and the fur traders, and the women were extremely important in the founding. They did the agriculture, they did, they virtually did almost everything. So this kind of goes through that, you know, it gives you an overview of, you know, what was happening before the city of Chicago was founded. To this section, which kind of brings you up to modern, a little more modern times, as you know, as a result of the the Chicago Treaty of 1833 took away all of the remaining native lands. There was nothing left to the natives after that. By 1835, most all of the natives have left the city. Very few stayed here. As a result of the forced relocation in the early 50s, you know, many natives were sent to cities. We had hundreds of native people came to Chicago in the early 50s, and they were kind of like fish out of water. They really had, you know, they were like in a foreign land. So in 1953, the American Indian Center was established, and it was kind of, you know, so native people, because from all different tribes and all different areas of the country, had a place to kind of, you know, feel like they were home and, you know, to establish their own native community. Then right now, presently at the American Indian Center, there are over 100 native tribes represented. Now also then, like in the early 70s, which brings us up more to current date, native activism started like in the late 60s, early 70s with the AIM movement, which was the American Indian movement to address social injustices and all of the problems, you know, that the natives were experiencing. And so like that started in the early 70s. You know, they have basically been fighting for rights, you know, since that time. And now what Les Begay and Sarah Dennis have started the Indigenous Peoples Day movement. You know, the Native community is still here. They have not, you know, they have not been erased. They're still around. They are still, you know, fighting for their rights. And currently there's about 65,000 natives living in the Chicago area. And so, anyway, I wish you come and see the exhibit. We greatly appreciate it, and thank you.